Thank you everyone for being here. On Sunday, APD responded to multiple 911 calls reporting a shooting outside of Buford's at 700 West 6th Street. APD officers, along with the Austin-Travis County Emergency Medical Services, arrived on the scene within 57 seconds, located multiple victims who were shot, and immediately began rendering first aid. Putting a map up now of the location. The investigation revealed that a black Cadillac SUV was traveling southbound on Rio Grande Street when it pulled alongside Buford's, and the driver of this vehicle began shooting a semi-automatic handgun into the crowd of people that were standing outside of the bar. Several individuals were struck. The vehicle then continued westbound on West 6th and parked near the intersection of West 6th Street and Wood. The suspect then exited the vehicle armed with an AR-15 rifle. The suspect fired at a pedestrian, striking them, then walked back toward the bar. As additional officers arrived, they were directed by the suspect's location by brave people that were caught in this nightmare, and they worked to move bystanders to safety and establish a secure perimeter. At 2:03, 3 officers located the suspect near the intersection of West 6th and West Avenue. The suspect discharged his firearm at the direction of the officers. The 3 officers discharged their firearms, striking him multiple times. Officers approached the suspect, took him into custody, requested medical assistance. The suspect was later pronounced deceased at the scene. Our suspect is a 53-year-old male. The Austin Police Department has had no contacts with this suspect. His only interaction with law enforcement was in 2022, and that was a check welfare in an outside agency. This call was referenced his mental health. As this investigation has progressed, APD has learned of additional victims. APD is now aware of a total of 19 people that have been struck by gunfire. 3 people, including the suspect, were pronounced deceased at the scene. The 2 deceased victims on scene were identified as a loving daughter and a friend, Savitha Sean, 21 years of age, and a loving son and friend, Ryder Harrington, 19 years of age. These are 2 people that were dearly loved throughout this community, and that is quite clear. Both young individuals with bright futures ahead of them. On Monday, March 2nd, one of the victims, identified as a loving son and friend, George Pedersen, 30 years of age, was pronounced deceased, and he had just moved to Austin 2 weeks prior. At this time, 2 victims remain at local hospitals, with 1 in critical condition. Before we begin showing the material, I want to acknowledge the complexity and the gravity of this scene. This viewing material that you're about to see is difficult to hear, it's difficult to see. We didn't do this for the shock value. This is about being as transparent as we can, and believe me, we had to look through video that was appropriate to release to all of you. But it was important, again, to understand the events that led up to this officer-involved shooting. Any video showing the suspect firing his pistol into the crowd is too graphic to show, and we will not share that publicly. We will begin by listening to 2 911 calls, and as you can imagine, we received numerous calls, 911 calls, which were hard to listen to. And these are the 2 that we're going to be sharing today.
Buford on 6th Street, there are people dead over here. There have been multiple people shot. We need help right now.
This is our second call.
Hi, Buford on 6th Street, there was gunfire. The cops are here, but everybody...
Is anybody with you, Sean?
Yeah, nobody shot with me, but I heard like 6 gunshots from inside. Everybody ducked down on the bottom floor. It sounded like it was from the... We're just right outside. We're hiding between cars.
Okay.
We're behind you, bro.
You heard gunshots from inside?
Yes, there's cops running towards it. There's more with hotel. There were 6 gunshots, and there was 3 more on the street beside Buford, towards the right, looking south. There was 3 more. I think those were the cops fighting against it. There's also more sirens coming in.
Yes, we have a lot of help on the way, okay? Stay in a safe place. I need to go answer another 911 call, okay?
Go for it. Thank you. We're fine. We're between cars. But answer another call, please.
Yeah, stay in
We're all
there,
safe.
okay?
We're all safe.
All right.
We're all safe. Thank you. It was.
We're now going to listen to radio traffic.
They're advising that the shooter vehicle is going to be a Chevy Tahoe. They are saying somebody was shot. George 301 going 23. Units hold the air. They heard 6 or 7 gunshots.
We have the direction of travel. Suspect.
Checking.
First thing I want to see a black Chevy Tahoe. I'm going to be 043. I do have 1 victim. Looks like she possibly shot it. We're right here on the side street. It's going to be on Hale.
Clear, 1 shot.
We got 43. Also be advised, we probably have about 6 or 8 people that are actively been shot.
We're going 23 with the medics at the clear. Bring them in.
George 301 is going to be a citywide array.
That's an officer needs
We're
assistance.
calling as many officers we can get. We have a lot of people running out. We need to make this a crime scene as soon as we can.
Clear. Citywide ONA has been started.
Unknown on where the suspect went, all we have is a white SUV.
505, I'll be in command. RTS 1 is 23. 79, I'm in command. RTS 2, I have command. We're inside Buford. We have at least 1 victim in contagion contact. Responding units, we need you guys to clear 6th Street. We need EMS to have a route of ingress. George 505, AXP is going to be 6 in Rio, 6 in Rio. Frank 302 to responding units, I cannot stress this enough. You guys need to keep 6th Street clear. Shut it down if you have to.
Anything on George, just let y'all know you pretty much got the city coming to you. Do you want them to stage at the main and dispatch from there? What do you guys need?
79, there are additional shots being fired.
Clear, additional shots being fired.
302, that was to the west, that was to the west.
Those shots are on the on West Avenue.
302, they're saying it's at 8 off 15, 8 off 15 to the west. 6th Street.
On 5th Street.
Fired, 1 down. 6 on west house. Left here. Light sweat up. Light come over. I'm on the top. Move to now. On the street. And left.
Now we're going to listen to, or we're going to look at video, and this first video is from a parked vehicle that picked this video up. You can see our suspect come into frame. He has the AR in his hand. And this is a pedestrian that was walking by. Second video is our halo surveillance. That is our high activity location observation. And this is throughout downtown, at least that 6th Street area. We were able to capture this. And the red circle there is going to be, this is after he parked the vehicle and as he's walking eastbound on 6th Street toward the officers. This is what that's going to show. here. The next video will be body-worn camera from Officer 1.
That was more than
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. Go! Everybody go! 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 Where is he?
Next video is from Officer 2's body-worn camera. This was an officer that was on West Street.
Where is it? Where is it? He's on 6th Street. Where is it? Where is it? Push up! Shots fired! The suspect is down! Stop moving! Stop moving! Stop! Move! Stop move! I'm on the suspect! Move here now! I'm on the 6th and west!
This concludes the materials that we're going to be showing you today. I want to again recognize the bravery of our officers. You saw that firsthand as they ran into danger to stop this. It is quite clear that they saved multiple lives. And also to the people, the brave people that were around, giving direction on where this guy was. It was everybody was looking to identify him and to stop this threat. So I want to thank, again, the officers that engaged him, the officers that responded, that started putting tourniquets and rendering first aid immediately to victims. As you can see, this was a chaotic scene that was overwhelming for many, and it's overwhelming to watch it. You know, I walk into our PIO office and people are in tears and they're listening to these things, and it is hard and it's challenging. This devastation just doesn't affect the community, and my goodness, I don't think any of us can imagine what these families are going through right now, the suffering that they are dealing with, but our hearts are with them. I want to thank the mayor. Thank you for your leadership and city management team, just fantastic, giving us all the resources that we need. Again, this is an investigation that is continuing, still working with our FBI partners. I also want to thank DA Garza for publicly exonerating and publicly acknowledging the heroism of our officers. I want to thank him. And then I want to also make sure that our community is aware of our victim services. We have a fantastic victim service here in APD. We have 52 counselors. We're very fortunate here, but anyone who is having any trauma or any issues or questions about this can call them at 512-974-5037. Also, if anyone has evidence that they would like to send, I know a lot of people captured video and audio. This QR code, if they want to hit that, they can send and upload that information, and that will go to a detective. And again, if you see, the amazing thing is when we look at all of these 911 calls, it's about calling as soon as possible. Anyone who sees something, hears something, please call 911 immediately. Thank you all for coming.